One of my favorite functions inside of Fusion 360 is the ability to freeform model. You might know this as T-splines or mesh modeling, but the ability to pick up a shape and push it and pull it to make a more organic or clay type model. We can build these from scratch inside of Fusion, or we can import meshes in to further work on should we want to. I can choose to create a form. From there I can choose to create a form from a sketch or a base cylinder, or a base shape, sorry. And we're going to go ahead and pick a cylinder for the purpose of this. Let's pick a flat surface, a center point, and choose a radius of maybe about 150 millimeters. And from there we can give this an overall length and then the number of segments that we want to have along this particular component. So I'm going to go with 8 segments, and it doesn't really matter on the length, but something just by eye that looks about right. Again, for about this, let's go about 650. From there, I've got different faces, edges, and vertex that I can work with using any number of modification tools. I'm going to turn on some symmetry, and I want to choose 2 faces that are symmetrical and click OK. This puts a line of symmetry around this particular component. Then using my modify tools, I can either grab edges, faces, or vertex to make changes. So I'm going to say that I only want edges. I want to select this edge just here. I want to use selection options to loop that edge around. This is what I have selected, and this is the symmetrical side. I'm just going to move that in ever so slightly, and then I'm going to scale it using this corner slider here. It's probably quite difficult to see, the wrong one. I'm going to scale it using this slider here just to bring it inwards. And from there I'm also going to bring the scale downwards at the top. So I'm going to bring these in together, starting to look a little bit like a quality street. From there I'm just going to say OK, and then I'm going to select all of these faces here, just a window selection around the outside. Again, with modify selected there, maybe we want to have faces rather than edges. I'm going to bring those in. Deselect and select these ones and bring those in. Let's select these ones and start bringing them out a little bit, and then maybe all of these and stretch them out a little bit, and we're starting to get something that's representative of a Christmas cracker. Finally, let's select edge, grab the edge here, loop selection around to select all of them, and let's just drag that outwards like so. So with freeform modeling inside of Fusion 360, we can make organic shapes extremely quickly. With those organic shapes, we have tools to make modeling symmetrical or mirrored things much easier. And we also have the ability to start patching or capping components should you want to start turning this into a solid. If you've made something uniquely or organically using the T-spline or freeform tools, I can very quickly start converting this into a solid model, so I can then take it into the wider tool set of Fusion 360 to extend my product design manufacturing workflows.